Kicking off this in-depth look into the papers with the Telegraph, Josh.
Yep, so as you said, we had the picture there of Michael Douglas being kissed by his wife and daughter. I don't know if that's him sort of going, ooh, this is exciting. It's a bit of a strange photo.
I think he's a bit old for that.
Well, you would think it's a bit old for that. It's a little bit dodgy. There's also a thing at the top before we get to the main paper, which is the evil of idleness plaguing Britain. People would rather live on benefits than pick fruit.
I'd rather live on benefits than pick fruit.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
I'm Scottish,
if you ever picked fruit before, it's a really tough job.
Any job that involves actually doing something tends to be very difficult.
But picking fruit in particular is a very, very
What
tough,
fruit grows in Britain other than apples?
Strawberries,
Oh,
berries.
cute. They're hard to pick.
Yeah,
Anyway.
ground-based fruit especially. You've got
And all the little thorns and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's a slightly annoying.
I'd rather be on my phone, really. Right?
But the main thing they're going with is free speech is at risk in trans row, Oxford Dons tell students. So this is Oxford University, their debating society has invited Professor Kathleen Stock, and because she has these really disgusting opinions like men and women are two different biological sexes and that trans women...
Josh, that's not disgusting. Why would you say
it's horrific.
That just sounds like basic...
horrific stuff. Well,
If you're under 22, it is scary to think that you have to commit for the next, 40 or 50, 80 years to one biological sex.
Yeah, I know, it's horrible.
People want, a bit of, diversity.
But I guess this is the difference between biological sex and gender, because biological sex depends on your chromosomes, which are, it's very difficult to actually change your chromosomes. You've got to...
Well, it is now, but...
To go into the cells.
But who knows? At some point,
it's just a made-up thing that...
You're very old. At some point, we could probably buy a microwave at a petrol station that'll change your...
Well, we're not there yet, but why this article is slightly encouraging, sorry, just getting back to it, is that finally some academics are actually standing up and going, wait a minute, this is wrong. These little teenage 18-year-old idiots, they don't get to determine free speech at one of our country's leading cultural institutions and educational institutions. So 40 academics, including Professor Richard Dawkins and Professor Nigel Bigar, have basically signed this letter going, wait a minute, this is wrong. And actually, finally, we're seeing people standing up for mostly women being able to defend their sex-based rights.
And free speech as a core principle of debate, which it has to be, because, if an idea can't be challenged, you can't trust that idea, because somebody could just say, well, that idea hasn't been questioned. It's just been accepted as an ideology, and nobody's been allowed to logic test it.
Yeah, but you two talk over me on this show all the time. What about my ideas? Free speech. Whatevers. Anyway.